Hello to my Cappies. Hello to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amura coming to you with your general reading. I'm putting some of my awakening oil on here for those of you all who want some awakening oil. It is on my Etsy, in my Etsy store, along with gemstones and crystals. As we're closing out a cycle, the moon, I believe, is going to be in Virgo for 3 days, like from Saturday. The latter part of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have a new moon in Virgo on the same day as a solar eclipse. We are still in eclipse season, Capricorns, and so yeah, we're still in eclipse season. Eclipse season is a powerful time, a 2-week time period. We had a full moon, a full blood moon on the same day as a total lunar eclipse. So some things about ancestral and family traumas could have come up during that time. Make sure you're protecting your energy. Make sure you're protecting your energy. Anything can trigger it. You can see stuff on social media that could trigger it. The readings, whoever, celebrity news, whatever, could trigger a whole lot of things. And so you're trying to learn how to see something from a higher frequency. Learning how to try to see something from a higher frequency. What's coming to me is bullying. People think bullying just comes in the form of like somebody pushing you around or assuming something. They're assuming that you're a part of a community, right? So they physically pushing you. I'm picking up maybe like cyber bullying, right? That's what I'm kind of picking up on, like people trying to shadow ban your channel or whatever you got going on. They're assuming certain things about you or that you're somehow connected to something, right? But you could be the opposite of what people assume that you are because you're a part of something. They could feel like you're chained to, you're obsessed with something, right? And so you have to make a clear distinction here. So let's say, for instance, you're a part of a group of people who like to stay in the house. Hermit mode, right? And a light comes on for you. See how this candle here, somebody said you could be into candle magic. You could be doing dark stuff, with candles, right? You may be totally oblivious and totally naive to how people get involved in just dark stuff. Somebody could say you're a part of doing moon magic, right? Whatever the case may be, right? Because they're projecting something onto you. You could very well be new to something. You could be new to your star, right? You could be a star in whatever industry, music industry, the spiritual industry. You becoming new into occult knowledge, whatever the case may be. But because you are ruled 10th house, it doesn't necessarily mean your zodiac sign is Capricorn in your 10th house. But because you rule 10th house, source is saying it's time to really become aware of what your calling is in life, because you're now starting to have a total recall. Get aware of what your calling is in life, because there are people who are part of secret things and they're hiding in this, like secretly hiding under, almost like hiding under a tent, basically thinking that because their organization name is going to protect them in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? So you could work for you could be a part of a reputable industry that people want to be a part of, clothing industry or entertainment, sports, whatever the case may be, government, whatever. And you could be like, oh yeah, I'm proud to be a part of such and such and such and such, not even really knowing that people are practicing some kind of darkness, candle magic, or they chain to some kind of belief system that people somehow think that you're a part of and want to bring a tower down on you. Make sure your earth is clean. Make sure your earth is clean, right? So that way you don't have to worry about somebody trying to bring a tower down on you, right? Check your schedule. Number 6, 6th house. What is your zodiac sign in your 6th house? Your daily schedule, your comings and goings, what you're looking at on social media. Check all of that. Be so meticulous and so detailed, because some people want to bring a tower down on you, thinking that you know about something, you're aware, you're part of some kind of a secret society, whatever the case may be. Make sure your earth is clean, whoever you are. Let's get it. All right. Yeah, a lot of people join stuff and don't even know what they're a part of. Not to say that everybody that's a part of something, an organization, is doing evil, but there could be some people who are trying to somehow link you to some kind of evil, and you're starting to have some kind of a total recall, right? Total recall of something, right? For instance, I put a post on my Instagram page about a particular organization that, and somebody put a comment under it, basically like they're trying to somehow attach themselves to the LGBTQIA plus community where people are consenting adults. There's an organization, somebody put a comment under my post on Instagram, basically like they're trying to attach themselves to people who consent to being a part of a community, even if you're A in the LGBTQIA, that's asexual. There's an organization that's out here doing illegal stuff. They're trying to attach themselves to that particular organization, right? And so source is saying you're starting to have a total recall of some things where it's like everything has come crashing down on you, where you're just like, okay, you had no idea that certain organizations were into certain things, right? And how they recruit people. So new and exciting love is coming across your path, right? Make sure whoever you're joining into a new relationship with, because you got new love coming across your path, that you sit there and pay attention to the friends that they're connected to, their family members, all of that. Don't just go into a new family situation wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, like a deer caught in headlights. I'm so in love, nostrils wide open, that you so in love that you don't know what they're a part of and somehow linking you into. All right? That's how serious it's getting. People are really paying close attention to their new love, new and exciting love. You're all excited. You haven't dated in a while. Finally, the one that you prayed for is coming along. You better know what their family is connected to. You first better know what your own family is connected to. So source is saying you don't want to find out on the back end when the whole tower is coming down on you that you sitting there, I had no idea. So here we have the Hermit card. Get in Hermit mode. This connects us with Virgo. The moon is in Virgo. Somebody needs to be in this weekend. Somebody needs to be in this weekend because you're being enlightened. That's the reason why some people, they say, nah, they rather stay single for a while until they become enlightened about some things. I don't care. That person could be fine as frog hair, but they can still be attached to the devil. Right? And so when people are talking about, oh, they obsessed with, enlightening people about stuff, you better be enlightened. It's better to be safe than sorry. Because, yeah, here we had a death card. Death is not always in a physical sense. Some people look like you half dead. Like some people almost like, okay, this person is halfway enlightened, but they don't know the full shebang of some stuff, right? So some people see some growth in you, Capricorn, and people are saying you're half enlightened about some things, but you're not fully enlightened about how dark some stuff can be, how really some people are really chained to. So when you got them loved ones that keep trying to enlighten you about stuff, are you okay? Are you being bullied? No, I'm not being bullied. When nobody's talking about somebody pushing you down a hill and snatching your lunch money or snatching your bike out the back of your yard, we ain't talking about that. We talking about cyber bullying you, shadow banning your stuff, messing up your money, playing these stupid games because they're telling everybody else, they're projecting something that you're the one because you're enlightening people. Oh, see, they got candles on their table. Like this. Now I got a candle here, right? So, oh, they buying candles. How would they know that if they didn't do something illegal, like break into your computer to see what you're buying? So some energies are trying to project some things onto you. Oh, or I'm growing rosemary, right, to make oil and enlightening people, the awakening oil, right? So there's some energies, like I said before, are basically saying you're chained to something that they want to bring to an end. They don't want whoever you are or you to be enlightened about certain things, right? They just want you to feel like, okay, you're a part of something and let's all keep it a secret. But really, bullying is coming out. You were bullied into something. You were bullied into something that you were not, to cause you to have a rebirth. That would be like making a person, who was not gay. How would that happen? If you weren't born that way, right? That's like making somebody something they were not, however that happened, right? So the first card, like I said, is the Hermit card here. And so this week is starting out with this, right? So Spirit calls you to step into your inner sanctuary and let your soul's wisdom light the way, right? Somehow somebody was enlightened as to somebody in a particular. And check your kids that's away at college. Whoever, I don't know who I'm talking to, somebody's kids are away at college. Check to see if they're a part of something and what they had to do to become a part of it. They may not tell you. It may be a secret. You may be getting downloads. Right? But a star is enlightening people. Somebody who's in their 11th house already. Aquarius rules 11th house. It could be an Aquarius. It's aligning you that people are saying this chain to the devil because people are now going through their karma. So the Death card connects us with transformation. So something in somebody could have died, like fear. Some people are not afraid to speak up, right? So transformation has already occurred, and Spirit shows that you've released what was no longer aligned, and you're clearing the path for new energy. Yeah, you're clearing. So you're becoming awakened as to how people get bullied into stuff. You know, oh, everybody's doing it. Everybody has secrets. No, everybody doesn't. Some people are loud and proud with their sexuality. Yes, they are. They don't have a problem telling people, hey, yeah, they're part of the LGBTQIA plus community and we'll tell you which letter they are. And we'll tell you which letter they are, even if it was asexual. They would say, oh, no, they're not interested, you know, but they don't, you know, they're part of whatever. So Source is saying some people who are telling you that other people are chained to the devil really is them. They're projecting something onto something. So the Star card is your future influences. Renewal and higher clarity await. Spirit promises hope, renewal, and divine alignment guiding you forward. So again, if a person is... This is not where you got to get on the platform and tell people that you're a part of a community. It's just as this card came out, the Temperance card. You've resolved something within yourself. So if you've resolved something in yourself, you want to align yourself with other people that have resolved something within themselves. So let's say, for instance, you're bisexual, right? You're B in that community, right? Bisexual. Somebody probably already knows that, right? We're in 2025, moving into 2026 fast, right? So the fact that your star is growing, that's going to come to an end anyway, because there's going to always be people that's going to say, hey, look, I know this about them. I know a secret about them. And they will try to keep you bound to them. Just like if a person says, like I tell people, I read tarot cards. I don't even try to hide that. When I first meet people and like, oh, so what do you do for a living? I read cards. Here's my channel information. Either they watch card or they don't watch. That's on them. That's on them. But why would I hide something that, you know, that I'm doing or creating? You know, if this is part of my business, or if I was in a particular community, gay or straight wouldn't matter. That's not something that you would tell the whole world, right? Because you're trying to protect your life. If you're a part of a particular community or in a community where you're the opposite of that, let's say you're around a lot of LGBTQIA plus community and some people who are not ready to come out, they'd be like, okay, we got to find some dirt on this person, you know, so that they don't expose our stuff. Keep your earth clean is what I'm trying to tell somebody. Whoever you are, keep your earth clean. If you're part of a particular community or you dabbled in or tried or whatever the case may be. So it's like there should be no shame in your game, because the brighter your star becomes, somebody is going to out you. Somebody is going to out you. If let's say, for instance, your grandparents could have told you something, like only date a certain group of people, but that's not necessarily what you're attracted to, or you could be attracted to it. The brighter your star becomes, the more and more people are tempted to expose it, because they want to catch a ride on your shooting star. So they're going to take a bet on good, bad, or indifferent. All publicity is good publicity as far as some people are concerned. So in other words, keep your soil clean. Keep your soil clean, because a whole tower is coming down on some people. So keep your soil clean. And so you can't hide. If you were part of a particular community, there's going to be somebody from your past that was there. They knew it, even if it was the other person. Oh, no. So your star, this is the future influence. Renewal and higher clarity await. So spirit promises hope, healing, and divine alignment guiding you forward. And so your conscious goal is the Magician card, right? You are consciously seeking to manifest with intention, and spirit affirms that you already hold the tools to co-create with the universe energy, right? So yeah, you're getting a message loud and clear how people are bullied into stuff. If people are saying everybody else is doing it and something does not feel right for you, leave. If you know you're not gay, so we're crystal clear. Let me be direct here. If you know you're not gay and somebody is saying, well, everybody else is doing it, you can just try it. Unless you really have always wanted to try something, be safe. At least be safe, right? If it's not something, but don't be ashamed. If you tried something, you say, okay, it's not for me. Guess what? Somebody who knows about it is always ready to put an end to you. There's nothing to be ashamed or embarrassed of. Whoever you are, you have new and exuberant love coming across your path. Or if you decide, hey, you're no longer in that lifestyle, hey, you date opposite sex, or you're just not interested in anybody, whatever. In other words, Source wants you to live your truth, whoever you are. If you're straight and you're like, okay, if everybody's doing it and you're not interested, like, no, okay, that's not for you, then you're not out there to try to out other people. You're not doing that. That would bring a whole tower down on you. You're not impulsively outing other people. Just leave that alone. So that's what I'm picking up. This is what I'm picking up here. And so the Magician card, like I said before, you're consciously seeking to manifest with intention. Intentions are good. You want a new love awaiting, a new and exciting love. Make sure this new and exciting love, you're not so excited that you are not paying attention to secrets that's going on. Okay, that's what Source is trying to tell somebody. The Temperance card for you is the advice. Is balance is essential. And so Spirit encourages you to integrate polarities, practice patience, and align with divine timing. So you may not be a part of a particular community, but I would not advise outing people, period, at all. For what? What's the whole purpose of that, right? People will awaken whenever they want to awaken. You're just saying, hey, listen, something is not for you. Okay. It's just not for you. So somebody looks like, looking at the card, somebody made an impulsive move and decided to out you or somebody. In some way, shape, form, or fashion. So let's say, for instance, you or a loved one reads cards, or y'all watch readings, or into some kind of divination. You maybe like candles, or you like being outside, because the moon actually it heightens your intuition, just so we're crystal clear here. And you could be new to something, because that's what I'm picking up on. And people are jumping to conclusions. That's what the Tower card is. People are jumping to conclusions about you. If you're doing yoga, I remember, oh my gosh, y'all. Years ago, when I was on Facebook, years ago, I think, what is Facebook called now? Is it called? No, that's Twitter is called X. But years ago when I was on Facebook, I was putting information about yoga and Pilates on Facebook, right? Y'all, listen. I had some people attack me. Religious people attack me. This is why I don't say anything negative about church, because these are religious people that happen to belong to a church, right? Or churches, right? Because it's not everybody, right? Because some people are like, oh, don't pay attention to them. They don't, so you can't attach an entire organization to people who are trying to drag you down to a lower frequency, because they chain to something like they can't think for themselves. Like I said, like just like half alive and half, you got half of the people that's in zombie-fied mode, and some people that there's a lot of growth there going on for them. But yeah, so I attacked on Facebook because I put something about Pilates and yoga on my page at the time, and all I could do was laugh. All I could do was laugh, because it didn't offend me. I just said to myself, I said, boy, some people are so slow, they so religious that they are really of no earthly good at all. They're so They think everybody going to hell in the handbasket. Everybody tied to the devil, right? So Source is saying to you, as your star rises and you have access to more energies, the more sensitive you become to other people's plight, right? So do not step into something new and exciting, nostrils flared wide open like a deer caught in the headlights, when you see, okay, some people are like, okay, trying to hold something from your past, trying to use something from your past against you. That's how some people do, to keep you chained to them. Oh, I know this about you. You don't want that to get out, do you? You be the first person to tell it. So the Wheel of Fortune, there's a fortune involved in something. There's a lot of money involved in something, and a tower is coming down on something, right? And so that's the hopes and fears, is that you may fear sudden disruption. Yes, Spirit reminds you that collapse clears the way for your higher truth and liberation, right? So just know that whatever you're doing is helping a generation of people, whoever you are, right? Could be you, your kids. Like I'm saying, like, whatever, because you're a cardinal sign, so it can go either way. Let's say, for instance, you come from a long line of people that's a part of something, right? They may have secret handshakes or secret codes or whatever, but if it's something that you know that you don't want to go, you're not willing to do just anything to get to the next level. Source is saying to somebody, something in you died, like a lot of something in you died. It could have even been an emotion about something, and you died. So it's almost like a person, they're void of emotions when it comes to certain things. And so when I mentioned your previous reading about a Cancer, it's not necessarily a person who is a Cancer. It could just be somebody who is compassionate, someone who is intuitive, and someone who is very protective of your energy. Because something in you died around death. So if a person cries about a death, you may just go cold. Or somebody cries about a divorce, or a pet dying, or just a normal emotion around something. Like when people cry, they show some kind of an emotion. Something in a Capricorn died because something in you died, because somebody forced you into a rebirth of something that you never were. So that's almost like a person that's been like, okay, everybody on the job, this is what they had to do to get to the top of the food chain in the job. And so you need to get rid of that emotion if you want to be a part of something, because that's the norm. No, it is not. No, it is not. You came in there to break some kind of chain. That's what cardinal signs do. So you may feel fulfilled that you are a part of something, but don't get it twisted. You had a purpose for something. That's why somebody asked me, what was the purpose of all of this? Well, why did I have to go through that? Because I wasn't that before I came into something. And now all of a sudden, what was the purpose? What was the purpose of it? Their plan to disrupt your money backfired. Don't give yourselves a headache over something. Somebody is not happy without you, right? Yeah, somebody is not happy without you, right? So somebody is being convinced that somebody that you love is not happy without you. They've already turned you against somebody. Like, oh, you're the star of the family. You're the star of the organization. You're the star. Don't ever get something twisted, so twisted that you don't understand how star power is. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. What I'm kind of picking up on is that your star is rising, possibly in an organization or a company, right? So the first thing the devil does is turn you against the person who was previously in a position. Oh, you're a better manager than they were. Don't ever buy into that lie. Don't ever buy into that lie. Because if that was the case, because somebody is being fast-tracked, your star is being fast-tracked, so people are starting to know you. But you better ask Source. You got new and exciting love coming across. Whatever family you coming across, whatever is a job that you love, and you're being fast-tracked, you have better ask. You better not be so money-driven that your whole tower fall crashing down on you because you didn't ask questions up front. Ask source for clarity. Having more money is great. Yeah, but one yes from God is all you need. But you better ask, because something is coming crashing down. It's time to open your vault door. And opening your vault is just simply praying, Source, show me what I'm not seeing here. There are signs all around you. It's somebody is basically, so let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. You can have a loved one that's a celebrity, or some have some form of celebrity in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And you could be on their coattails of, oh, okay, this person is related to this person. You know, you have people related to people all the time. And so we're going to fast track this industry, right? Because we're going to fast track this person because, oh, they may be a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. You may not be a part of something, or you may have been made to be a part of something that you were not initially a part of, right? Because some people are basically like, if the tower falls down, Capricorn is going with it, because Capricorn is a part of something that you're aware of, because you're just now waking up. So I'm saying this in all compassion towards, I'm sending compassion towards people that's a part of, you know, could be a part of a community. Even if you are an ally that's a part of a community, you cannot say whatever your religious beliefs are. And some people may say, oh, I need to unfollow now. That's on you, because plenty of people have gay people in their family, right? You're going to just cut your own kids or family members off. People are, that is still debatable for some people. Some people are like, no, I don't want that energy in my house, whatever the case may be. That's your house. Source is trying to help you to say that you have new and exciting love coming across your path. Because you could be connected to someone who keep their earth clean. That's why you being fast tracked. But you could very well be around energies who are on the opposite side of that spectrum. If y'all know what I'm saying, like they could be into some dark stuff. And so when people were trying to, let's say for instance, you have a let's say you're a star in what industry can we name? Let's say in the government, right? Let's say your parents have or mom or dad may have a reputation of being a star within an organization, and their soil is clean. They got a clean bill of health. They could clean, you know, they got there the healthy way. They ain't sleep their way to the top. They ain't have to step on nobody's neck to get to the top. They got to the top. Hard work, just like you getting to the top, hard work, right? And now here you are. Let's say you're in the government now. And the people that you hang out with, that's a part of something in the secret realm, in part of something dark. And if you are not asking, I'm telling y'all, if you are not asking questions and you're not paying attention to all of these, okay, let's go to happy hour, let's do this and that, so on and so forth, you could have a whole tower fall down on you, because now people are like, oh, they all hang out together, they all do this and that. Protect your energy. Your ancestors have a message. Protect your energy. Be patient. The answers are coming very, very soon. Let go and let God is what Source is trying to tell somebody. So should you double back for them? Somebody is a changeling. A Virgo could be a part of something. A Pisces could be a part of something. Toss something into a burning bowl. Fear, doubt, uncertainty. Somebody is associated with nightmares. Somebody is trying to get you, have you made a positive impact on them? Yeah, you could be a very hardworking, you know, get it out of the mud Capricorn. But I'm telling y'all, when you have loved ones that's constantly trying to tell you, stay connected, you could be bullied into, somebody just desperate to find out if I'm being bullied, or somebody desperate to find out if I had to go through some kind of initiation process to be a part of something. I'm telling you, somebody, a Virgo, it's a woman in this picture, but I want to say a Virgo man. Enlighten somebody on something, a rebirth that happened with you, that you may not even have known that you went through some kind of a rebirth. A Virgo man. It's a woman in the picture here, but a man actually a man enlighten you about something, whoever you are. Because just like Aquarius men, Aquarius women are different because of society. Capricorn men, Capricorn, and I'm saying Aquarius because y'all are both ruled by the world card Saturn. But a man enlightens somebody who is now in hermit mode. A man. I want to be very specific. He was born a man, a male. A man enlightened somebody who is now in hermit mode about something that you were initiated into, whether you realize you were initiated into something or not. It could have been a spiritual initiation or a physical initiation. Somebody alerted somebody who is now in hermit mode. And the brighter and brighter your star gets, the more and more people try to hold stuff against you. So you can say, no, I didn't know this, and I didn't know, I thought this what you had to do to be a part of so and so. Not everybody. A man enlightened somebody. It was not a Virgo woman. It was a man. Because somebody was so chained to being a star, just the whole idea. It was like somebody was so obsessed. That's what the devil card is, obsession. Somebody was so obsessed with being a star that a light came on for somebody in hermit mode, but a man actually exposed something. It's not a woman, a man did. Here we have love card, right? So divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself, right? Somebody told a Capricorn, it could be you or a family member Capricorn, don't dismiss the readings if it's not your reading. Please, it could be a family member of yours that wants to be a part of something away at college or something. Start talking to your kids, please, somebody, because this is coming through real strong. But a man actually enlightened somebody who is now in hermit mode, and that's where the light came on for them. And I gotta specifically say it's a man. A man enlightened somebody in hermit mode about something that you were initiated into. He was not trying to hurt you. He was saying it in love. He was basically saying, wait a minute. It was something about his facial expression, right? See how this person has their lips closed, their mouth closed? And this person right here was like standing behind, like somebody protecting somebody. Like somebody was basically protecting somebody, right? And the creator of all things created both of these energies. But somebody basically was standing behind somebody and they was looking. And somebody, see how this person has their face, they like looking at this person like, okay, this person looks like they seen the devil. Whoever this energy is, this person is looking at this person like they saw the devil. Like something was very familiar with them. Like something in this person's eyes was very familiar. But this person enlightened something about you that let them know this. And at the time, this person half knew what they were saying and half knew what they weren't saying. That's why I always tell people, when people tell me, oh, that person is being negative. Okay. Y'all better start paying attention. Stop being so heavenly minded that you have no earthly good to people, for real. Like, some people are trying to enlighten you about some things. There are people who can be standing right next to you trying to, you know how people give eye movements, like, okay, look, are you paying attention to this? Do you see what I see? Like, it's like somebody was standing next to somebody and somebody was like, Capricorn is gone. Like something in Capricorn, like they halfway enlightened as to what's happening here. So it was like you could have been enlightened or somebody else could have been enlightened, but somebody looking at you like, so it's like, okay, y'all together, you and somebody together are enlightened, right? About something. One thing that you may not have been enlightened about, somebody else is enlightened about, right? And then vice versa. So somebody could have been like, do you know what this energy had to do to be in that position? So that's what I'm trying to help somebody with. So congratulations on a new and exciting love, but now it's time for real to really open up. I know a lot of people want to be in love relationships. We're entering into Libra season, which is a relationship sign. Before you enter into a job, whatever, please y'all develop a prayer life and ask source what all is entailed in all of this. Don't just look at, I need more money, so I'll be able to do more this and that. When a whole tower falls, somebody gonna wish and pray. They gonna say, oh my God, something told me, and I heard it, but I was too busy. People that's around you that keep asking you questions are really basically saying it's a safe space. If it's loved ones, they're asking you, are you okay? Oh no, why you keep it? Or you getting mad because somebody is picking up on some energy from you. Like, it's like if you keep asking your kids, okay, are you a part of something? No, why you keep asking me that? Okay, why are you so mad? Why are you so angry? So yeah. Some people genuinely want to help, right? Because they may see that you don't see something that they see all over you. They're like, okay, this person is halfway enlightened. Like I told y'all, I talked about Pilates and yoga as a form of exercise and wellness and health. This was many years ago on Facebook, and got attacked by a religious group. I'm like, y'all need to stop. Wrong person, because that's not going to make me take my stuff down. You talking about what? Right? But of course, that's not everybody that's a part of an organization, right? So 5 weeks in, completion and mastery arrive, and spirit affirms that you're entering into wholeness, integration, and a higher vibration of being. And so, like I said before, this week is about soul liberation, renewal, and ascension. The Hermit guides you inward, and the Star card actually restores your faith, and the World crowns your cycle with completion. And so Spirit reminds you all, Capricorns, that you're stepping out of a limitation and into mastery, right? So yeah, there are going to be some people who really want you to end a loved one because they're like, okay, we all had to do that secretly just to be a part of an organization. No, they did not. Somebody thought you was a fool, or thought that somebody else was a fool. You're going to have a family member or two family members, a man and a woman, a man in particular, I want to say in Aries, because somebody who has a God complex, right? Somebody who is impulsive, aggressive, and also very impatient, right? Who has somebody else chained to them, basically saying, we need to end this person. This person needs to be, this person needs to be in. So if that's another part of your initiation process, well, you need to end this person by any means necessary. You're a star and this person's jealous. Anytime you got people who, if you're in a leadership position and if somebody comes to you and says, oh, you were better than the previous manager, that's what a conversation, you need to shift the conversation. Yeah, I don't really like the comparisons. I'm quite sure they're great in whatever they're doing. And, I just want to focus on what I'm doing. Just stop the conversation right there. That's how you're going to end it. Well, yeah, I really like to make disparaging comments about people. If they were great at what they do, I just want to focus on, what my expectations are. I'm bringing my own such and such to it. That's how you're going to stop the conversation, right? Without just sitting there in zombified mode. And so that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do. Somebody's a changeling. You're dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You can be dealing with a Taurus or religious organization. A Scorpio is involved in something. An Aquarius could be involved in something. A Gemini, people could be talking to you about something. You're just in receiving mode. But somebody needs to go into hermit mode by themselves and let a light come on from source. Okay? Instead of you just sitting back and receiving mode with all this conversation coming to you, please, y'all, go into hermit mode, whoever you are, man or woman, because there's a Virgo man that enlightens somebody about something. And that person, as soon as they start enlightening somebody about something, they knew instantly that Virgo man was not lying. They knew instantly that Virgo man was not lying about what he was saying. Something having to do with you that you may not even be fully aware of yet. That's why you have this half and half death card here. They're like, nah, everybody don't go through that initiation process. They did that because you got some sick energy who wanted to end all speculation. Somebody wanted to end all speculation about you. They thought, oh, okay, if you're a Capricorn man, oh yeah, he too in his feminine energy, and somebody was speculating something about you. This is how we're going to keep them chained to us. Something you didn't even have to go through. You weren't even supposed to go through something. You weren't even supposed to go through something. And somebody's ex was obsessed with bringing something out of you. They were obsessed. An ex was obsessed with bringing something out of you. Capricorn, Earth and water men, because your sign by default is feminine energy and you have access to your divine masculine side of yourself, people are always trying to make you a hyper masculine or being that toxic feminine energy, right? Always trying to make a point and prove, is this person gay or are they straight? Y'all got to be real careful. So if you got a son or whoever, usually a man, if it's a man that's a Capricorn, is a earth or water sign, people are constantly trying to test your manhood, constantly trying. But somebody's ex did something, behind something. Somebody's ex is behind something, getting you caught up in some mess. Talking about everybody don't do that to become a star. No, they don't. That's a lie. That is what I have for you. Yep. But you're going to be hitting a full reset button. The letter X, somebody could have X in their name, right? That's what be the telling. Whenever you change your name to X, like something having to do with X, you could have X in your name anyway. But if you sort of like X'd out a portion of your name, that's going to be when something happened. When some kind of initiation process happened. So, yeah. So 24 and 6 connects us with the letter X. And so X is open on all sides and can be vulnerable. We're talking about numerology here. X either exhibits a spiritual high vibration or can be materialistic and attracted to lower energies. Again, X could be attracted to lower energies. I make it very clear in my readings that part of my assignment is to enlighten people who are on a lower frequency, enlighten you. This is not force anybody to a higher frequency to ascend. Not everybody is ready to ascend, but at least you're being enlightened. What you do with the information is up to you. It's up to you, right? X can also have a bipolar-like or double personality, right? And so X may cross out or put X progress on growth, or X may rush too fast into a situation and unwittingly push the delete button. You're hitting a reset button. It's something that you were initiated into that you didn't have to do. You did not have to do. And X also represents the number 24 and the single digit 6 of human love. And so X can bring love into a situation, but needs to guard against confusing sex with loving intimacy. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody is saying you secretly had to do something. When we talk about the number X here, somebody's ex exposed something. It could be an ex bodyguard. It could be an ex friend that you no longer talk to. It could be an ex love interest. Somebody is basically like, this person is really chained to something. Some kind of darkness, right? So yeah, a negative X can attract, and we're talking about the letter X here. A negative X can attract challenging karma and can lead to a life of turmoil. It will seek pleasure at all costs and turn to dark side for power and answers. And so the word hex, so somebody could have put a hex on somebody, can apply to all negative applications of this letter. And so all 6 letters have deep emotions and have a need to be appreciated. So thus X has a deep underlying need to help others, is artistic, holds strong passionate views, and makes a wonderful teacher and counselor, right? So the highest vibrational expression of X is excited to serve humanity, but opening all channels in service to love, right? So something that you love to do, somebody made you do something that somebody could have initiated you into something that you did not initially love, but telling you that, hey, everybody secretly does X, Y, and Z. That is not true. That is not true. I've seen too many people, I'm telling y'all, I have seen too many people be promoted because they're just simply connected to people because they making a connection back to home. So let's say, for instance, you live on the East Coast and you work for an organization or whatever, and you work for people who are both from the Midwest, for instance. They may have a connection because they can talk about certain things that, you know, East Coast or West Coast people aren't talking about, and they just get each other, right? And it could be strictly platonic. So everybody's not doing something strange for change or funny for money just to get promoted. And so Source is saying somebody initiated you into something, and a Virgo man exposed it. So whoever the Virgo man is, I don't know who he is, but a Virgo man exposed it. That's why it's the leading card there in your major arcana. He exposed a secret that people will end you if they feel like other people, they feel like they're telling you, like, if you ever talk about this, you better keep something a secret. You see how this person had this, and this could be a man or woman, but somebody already exposed it. And basically people saying, if you ever, this is part of bullying. If you ever expose this, we're going to expose what you had to do to become a part of something. There should be no shame in your game. None. Expose it. However you're exposing it, or get somebody else to expose it by astral projection. They'll expose it. Because some people are saying they will expose you if, but see, somebody in the physical realm already exposed it. I don't know who the Virgo is, but somebody had a secret conversation with somebody and said, did you know that so-and-so had to do this to become a part of something? You don't have to say anything. Somebody already exposed it. So you have new and exciting love awaits. Just recognize you don't have to do anything crazy to become a part of a new family. If you dating a girl or guy or whoever, you don't have to become a part of something, because this energy are trying to keep you chained to something. Basically, like, yeah, go ahead and start dating whoever you want to date. It's almost like a person who pats their back pocket. Y'all remember the movie, y'all know the movie with Queen Latifah and Vivica Fox, and you know, it had an all-star cast. The young ladies, the 4 young ladies who were bank robbers. And remember how when she was in a lineup, she patted her pocket, basically like to say, if you say something, remember I got something on you. That's what this is. They don't have nothing on you, because I'm telling you, somebody who is in hermit mode is about to pop the chain off of all of this. Okay? This, whoever these people are in the past, telling these lies or whatever, you safe. That's why you got the Tower card out here. You wasn't supposed to do something. Somebody wanted to have some kind of dirt on you. And so, nah, somebody who keeps their earth clean. People, the thing about Tower moments is everybody is being watched. Literally, everybody is being watched. So somebody already shared something that people put you through, possibly during a Saturn return, a major life change. Maybe you moved out of a house for the first time, you by yourself, and people had to put you through something that you weren't supposed to go through. Some kind of an initiation. But it's out there. Somebody, I'm going to just leave the reading right there. I'm going to leave the reading right there, because the people, you may think people are being obsessed, but see, you got somebody who is, So, like I said, if the message resonates with you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And as always, stay strong, stay focused, and stay victorious. Yeah, you got some family members who really want you to end a star because they don't want it. And I'm telling you, you got a family member that's on, I wish they would even try it. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all got a family member who's really about that life. And when I talk about that life, we're not talking about violence. But you got a family member who will bring a whole entire tower down on the entire family if they even thought about trying it. Let them try it. They will bring a whole tower down on the entire family. And this is what somebody would do for you. They'll bring the whole, they will literally out everybody. That's why they want somebody gone. You got a family member who will out the entire family. So if somebody was in a zombified mode, they about to wake up. That's what I have for you all. Hopefully this is helpful. But yeah, somebody, you got some ancestors that's going to some serious bat for you all. I'm telling you. But whoever this Virgo man is, kudos to him. High five, fist bump, and everything. Because somebody had the wherewithal to help you. This could be somebody you work with. Whoever it is, it be somebody that a hermit works with. But somebody had the wherewithal to finally speak up. So somebody is looking out for you in the physical realm. And all they had to do was pass the baton. All they had to do was pass the baton. But I'm telling y'all, I got somebody who is looking out for you all. And they secretly looking out for you. But I'm telling y'all, I got a family member. Y'all got a family member that's not playing with the rest of the family. They probably a black sheep of the family. They not playing with this family. They ain't playing with your family. That's what I have for you. So you're divinely protected. That's why people are trying to get you to do something. How many initiation processes do you need to go through before you wake up and say, hey, look, I don't care if they, for real. Somebody's family is, and it's not your whole family, just so we're crystal clear. It's core, it's key family, it's core members of the family who lied to you and said, that's why the devil card here, because the devil is a liar, who lied to you and said they would have your back in something, in some kind of secret, right, that was exposed by this Virgo man. It says, it looks like a woman on the card, but this Virgo man was like, nah, because they changed him into something he was not. And now that he's, you know, his earth is clean, he's like, no. Because somebody really likes you, not in a sexual way, but they really like your work ethic. They really like your, you could be a man or woman, it doesn't really matter. But I feel like I'm talking to a guy, but there's a Virgo who is like, nah, they're playing some kind of role in breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. All they had to do is energetically pass a baton. But I'm telling y'all, there's some family members, they don't want none. They really don't, because you got two other family members that cannot wait. They like, if they even look like in the wrong direction, they say something, they are going to out the entire family. You talking about you ain't seen no tower like this. Whoever you are, you haven't seen a tower like this. Yeah. See, you operating on the spirit of love, but you got some family members, if they step in the wrong direction with two other family members, they gonna bring a whole tower down on the entire family. Everybody who was half sleep, half dead, half breathing, half whatever, they about to wake up. That's what I have for you. Bye.